In a quiet corner of a bustling city, a Muslim man and a Christian woman found themselves engaged in a deep conversation about the mysteries of life and what, if anything, lies beyond death. The woman, firm in her belief, expressed that nothing exists after we die, no consciousness, no afterlife, just an end. The man listened intently, respecting her perspective, yet sensing an opportunity to share his own understanding. Their discussion was not an argument, but a genuine exchange of ideas, each seeking truth and meaning. This scene sets the stage for a profound exploration of faith, logic, and the human longing for hope beyond the grave. As the conversation deepened, the Muslim man gently introduced a logical wager. He explained, "If you are right and there is nothing after death, then we both simply cease to exist, no harm done, no loss for either of us. But if there is an afterlife, as I believe, then those who have faith will gain eternal youth, health, and joy in paradise. On the other hand, those who disbelieve will face eternal loss and suffering." The weight of this reasoning lingered in the air. It was not a threat, but a thoughtful invitation to consider the consequences of belief and disbelief, and the hope that faith can offer. The woman, touched by the logic and the promise of a life free from sorrow and death, felt her heart stir. Tears welled in her eyes as she realized the profound implications of the wager. She asked the man how she could secure such a future for herself. With kindness and sincerity, he guided her to embrace faith through the kalima, the declaration of belief in the oneness of God and the prophethood of Mohammed. In that moment, she found not only hope for the afterlife, but also a sense of peace and purpose in this world. Their conversation ended with a sense of unity and newfound understanding. Thanks for watching. The woman paused, reflecting deeply on the man's words. The logic was simple yet profound. If she was correct, nothing would matter after death. But if she was wrong, the consequences would be eternal. The wager placed the burden of proof on disbelief, making faith not just a spiritual choice, but a logical one. The idea of eternal youth, health, and joy in paradise contrasted sharply with the prospect of eternal loss. The conversation shifted from abstract debate to a personal reckoning with the stakes involved. Man described paradise as a place of endless joy, youth, and health, a life free from sorrow, pain, and death. He painted a vivid picture of what could await those who believe, a world where every longing is fulfilled and every hardship is replaced by peace. This vision was not just about reward, but about hope and purpose. The woman listened, her heart moved by the possibility of such a future. The promise of paradise offered more than comfort. It offered meaning beyond the limits of this world. But the man also spoke of the alternative, eternal loss and suffering for those who reject faith. He explained that disbelief, if proven wrong, carries the greatest risk, a risk that lasts forever. This was not a threat, but a sober reminder of the consequences of our choices. The woman realized that the stakes were higher than she had ever considered. The conversation was no longer just philosophical, it was deeply personal. She began to see faith not only as a spiritual path, but as a logical safeguard. Overwhelmed by the weight of the logic and the hope offered, the woman was moved to tears. She realized that the question of the afterlife was not just theoretical, it was a matter of ultimate importance. Her emotions reflected a deep longing for assurance and a future free from fear. The man, seeing her sincerity, offered comfort and understanding. He reassured her that faith is always within reach, and that seeking truth is a journey open to all. The woman asked how she could secure the promise of paradise. The man gently guided her, explaining the importance of embracing faith with sincerity. He introduced her to the kalima, the declaration of faith in Islam, as the key to success in both this world and the next. He emphasized that faith is not just about words, but about a heartfelt commitment to seeking truth and living with purpose. The woman listened, ready to take her first step on a new journey. With a heart full of hope and resolve, the woman embraced faith, reciting the kalima as her declaration. The man supported her, witnessing a profound transformation. Together, they reflected on the journey they had shared, a journey from doubt to belief, from uncertainty to hope. The logical choice had led to a spiritual awakening, offering the promise of success in this life and the next. Their story stands as a testament to the power of reason, compassion, and faith to change lives.